Hãy đến ngay với chúng tôi này, 5 Star English, cùng vào lớp Anh ngữ 5 sao này. We got what you need.
Hi everyone, my name is Louis, this is my partner Ming, and welcome to our show, A Million Little Things. Today I will tell you about sleep fast and statistics. Let's get started. You say first.
12% of people dream entirely in black and white. Before color TV was introduced, 15% of people dreamed in color white. Older people dream in black and white more often than younger people. 2. Humans spend a third of their life sleeping. It's not entirely clear why sleep is so essential, but it's known that we don't need to spend a third of our lives sleeping to be optimally active. 3. The record for the longest period without sleep is 11 days. It was set by a Californian student named Randy Gardner in 1964. It is not definitely not recommended. However, as Randy experienced extreme sleep deprivation and others have died trying to stay awake for this long. 4. Dyspnea is a state of finding it hard to get out of bed every morning. It means that you can get out of bed for about 1 to 2 hours after you wake up. We have no doubts finding it tricky getting out of bed every now and again, but those suffering from dyspnea find it particularly difficult to get out of bed, and is most likely a form of chronic fatigue syndrome. 5. Parasomnia is a term of unnatural movements during sleep. Parasomnias are disruptive sleep-related disorders. They are characterized by undesirable physical or verbal behaviors or experiences. Some people even committed crimes due to parasomnia, including sleep driving and even murder. 6. The sensation of falling half asleep and jerking yourself awake is called hypnic jerks. No one is sure why this occurs, but it is deemed to be perfectly healthy. However, it might be increased by anxiety, caffeine, or physical activities close to bedtime. Is more frequent in younger people and decrease as we get older.
7. Up to 15% of population are sleepwalkers. The onset or persistence of sleeping in adulthood is very common and usually not associated with any significant underlying psychiatric or psychological problems. The prevalence of sleepwalking is much more higher for children, especially between 3 to 7 years old, and it occurs more often in children with sleep apnea. 8. Sleep deprivation will kill you more quickly than food deprivation. The negative effects of sleep deprivation are so great that grown people outperform those lacking sleep. Skipping sleep impairs brain function across the board, and it slows your ability to process information and problem solve, kills your creativity, and catapults your stress levels and emotional reactivity. 9. Within 5 minutes of waking up, 50% of your dreams is forgotten. After 5 minutes, 90% of recollections is gone. A neurologist, Sigmund Freud, believes that was because dream represents our repressed thoughts. So our brain wants to get rid of them more quickly. However, it's much more likely because our brains are used much more as soon as we're awake. So we forget much of what we dream about. 10. Pain tolerance is reduced by sleep deprivation. Cutting people's sleep in half drastically reduce pain threshold. Thus, it's not 100% clear why. 11. Falling asleep at night should take you 10 to 15 minutes. If it takes you 1 hour or longer to nod off, that means you sleep too much, way too much. It happens if you have trouble relaxing and turning off your thought at night, when your body is not ready to sleep because you have too much caffeine in your body. And if you fall asleep as soon as your head hits the pillow, it's a sign that you are not sleeping enough. When you're on notice, you should make it a priority to get more sleep. And lastly, 12. High earners get the best sleep. High earners get the best sleep of all, while those in low income sleep the worst. More than third of those earners sleep very well, while 10% of those earners sleep very poorly. And moreover, 8% of those the worst can sleep poorly at night. Thank you for your attention. Any other question to me? We are very appreciated about it.
5 star, 5 star, 5 star English, 5 star, 5 star.
5 Star English, một công ty thuộc tập đoàn giáo dục Atlantic